This is the HAN Network, the leader in local news, sports, arts, and entertainment in southwestern Connecticut.
The following is a presentation of the HAN Network, the leader for local news, sports, and entertainment in Fairfield and Westchester counties.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Trumbull High School, where tonight it'll be high school wrestling on the HAN Network for the first time, along with Bill Bloxam and our entire crew. I'm Rob Adams. Tonight, the Ridgefield Tigers come to Trumbull High School to take on the hometown Trumbull Eagles. Bill, it's also alumni night as well, so it's kind of an exciting night here.
Yeah, no, they just introduced about 30 wrestlers that, from down in 1974, where tonight's referee, Bob Woods, came all the way in from Ledyard to take this match to be the referee for it. And the fans are here. It's a good turnout for a good FCAC early season matchup between the Ridgefield Tigers and the Trumbull Eagles.
The Tigers come in with a record of 4 up and 5 down on the year, while the Eagles really have very high hopes. They're 11-0.
Yeah, no, they graduated. Each one of these squads graduated 2 to 3 state place winners, and brought a lot back. So Ridgefield's a little younger. Trumbull is ranked right now 3rd in the state.
We watch the captains gather.
Yeah, why did we get solemn all of a sudden?
I don't know. It got very quiet.
Didn't it? Oh, geez. Where's that music we're used to from all the other events?
Bill and I were talking about that in the kind of the warm-up for the match tonight. Normally you hear so much loud music playing. Very quiet here.
Yes. Oh, it'll heat up.
It'll heat up for sure.
No.
As we're getting settled in here, we will bring in Shelby Vaccaro as the night goes along as well.
Oh, I see Bob Woods is wearing his Super 32. He was just down in North Carolina doing 3 days of matches down there.
All right, off we go, Bill.
We're starting here at the 106-pound class. We have, there we go. For Ridgefield, we have Ben Smart, and for Trumbull, we have Matt Ryan. Oh, I'm sorry. What match did we? I'm going from the first thing. I forgot there was a coin flip before the match, and this is Adam Giametti going against Jared Donnelly.
Okay.
And I was looking up. That's why I got a little puzzled. I didn't see the little guys. This is 132 pounds.
Right.
We're starting at 132 pounds. And that's Adam Giametti getting the 2-point takedown for Trumbull.
So a middleweight to start us, Bill.
Yep. Yeah. Sometimes they used to start every match at the first lightweight, and then they'd always bring the tension down to the upper weights. Mm-hmm. So they do coin flips at the beginning of the match before they start with the coaches. That is correct. It is 2-0 Trumbull right now.
And it's
takedown.
And to be clear, it's the 132.
Yes, we are at 130. We are at 132
right.
with Adam Giametti wrestling against Jared Donnelly.
All right.
Pair of juniors.
Giamatti, you can see on the back of the singlet, kind of helps us with the name on the back of it.
Yeah, Trumbull is one of the few teams that does that. That helps that.
Ridgefield under a first-year head coach and guy that we've gotten to know a little bit, Travis Tiger.
Yeah, Jared Donnelly was just looking for an escape there, but he couldn't get it before they went out of bounds. Stop the clock.
Travis
standing up here trying to rip and grip a little bit.
I was talking to Travis before the match tonight.
Giamatti looking to get the cradle in there, looking for some back points here as time winds down. 24 seconds left in the first period. Giamatti still has head control, so there's no escape yet.
Right.
There we go. 1 point escape for Ridgefield. Now makes that 2-1. He's looking to add a takedown, and he gets it. 2 more points for Ridgefield as the period ends.
All right, so that ends that.
Good job by Donnelly coming back there. Basically a 3-point move off the escape and the takedown.
And it gives him a 3-2 lead.
What happens here is Ridgefield gets the choice. They will defer because they'd like to be at the bottom for the third period. where you can get more points, from reversing. So Giamatti will go down, and Donnelly will tie his wrestling shoe.
Technical problems. No resolve that, and away we go. Just underway for this wrestling match on a Wednesday night. Giamatti trying to get strong and raise up, Bill.
No, but Donnelly's keeping that ankle. He's got a deep single going there for looking for the reversal, meaning Giamatti here. I could see a stalemate coming here pretty quick if it doesn't turn into something. Because right now they're both kind of locked in on where they are. Yep, stalemate there. They'll just do a restart from the center. Bob Woods decided that there weren't going to be any wrestling coming real quick from that, so here we go. We'll stand. Wrist control is so important here for Donnelly. Now he's got a clasping of hands there. That'll be a 1-point penalty. 1 point penalty, 1 more point for Trumbull. That'll tie this up at 2. I'm sorry, tie it up at 3.
Right.
The clasping of hands there, it's a delayed call because if you were making a reversal move, he'll hold off on making the 1 point penalty call and see if you get any points out of it. Once it's deemed that you're only going to get the penalty point, he blows his whistle and gets them back to wrestling.
Again, Donnelly and Giamatti tied at 3.
Donnelly didn't turn. He got him over for 2. It's not awarded yet.
Right.
So there's 2 points for Ridgefield for a 5-3 lead. He's trying to get the cradle there, but Giamatti did a good job getting back to his base.
Down to a half minute remaining.
These final 30 seconds of every period are so important. It's those points you leave on the mat there. Goes back to his the same move again.
Down to 15.
He's guaranteed himself 3 points already. He'll probably hold him right. Oh, nope.
As we hit 4 seconds
Until he releases
remaining.
the grip that got him the points, he won't award the points in case it goes to the same thing. 3 more points for Ridgefield at the buzzer. So Donnelly will take an 8-3 lead into the next period.
So 2 down.
Donnelly gets a choice, and he'll take the bottom, hoping to gather more points from with a reversal or an escape.
Jared Donnelly with the 8-3 lead in 132 pounds as we go into the third period.
Yeah, he's going to let him go. They're calling. Coach Philippakis was telling him to cut him, let him go, give up the point, and see if he can get a 5-point move off a takedown. Oops, but nope.
That's Nico Philippakis, the head coach of Trumbull.
No escape yet. Trumbull still in control. As long as he holds that leg, he'll be in control. But he's in a bad position. Stalemate would be a good thing for Giamatti right here. Nope, he gave it up. 2 more points for Donnelly. That's 2 more points for Ridgefield. 10-3 lead.
Just about a minute left in the period. Giamatti really struggling, Bill.
Yeah, well, his job right now, once you're down 10-3, that's a 7-point deficit right now. If Ridgefield can get him, turn him again, he can go over 8 points. That's an extra team point for Ridgefield. So Giamatti's job right now is survive. Unless something miracle happens, he's not going to win a decision here. So his job is now to cut into that lead and not let Donnelly increase it. Because right now it's just a 3-point team win. 3 team points for Ridgefield.
Right.
But if he can add any points here, it'll go to 4.
Down to 19 seconds. This is the first match of the night.
It's kind of like a strategic stall here. Giamatti doesn't want to do. Oh, looking for a little Peterson here, hoping to get a turn. Well, he'll be happy to hold on here and take that loss.
That's that.
10-3 win for Donnelly. That's 3-0 lead for Ridgefield. Next up at 138, we'll have Dante Montanero for Trumbull. And he'll be wrestling, Liam Courtney.
So Dante Montanero and Liam Courtney up next.
Oop, I'm sorry, there was a switch there. Colin Storm for Ridgefield.
Colin Storm, one of the big wrestlers for Ridgefield, in fact. And Montanero staying on.
This is a matchup of two of the better wrestlers in the FCAC. Montanero was third in class double L last year.
At 126, right?
At 126. He's coming off a knee injury in the Trumbull duels this past Saturday, where Trumbull defeated #1 Newtown to win the Trumbull duels. He lost Montanero injured his left knee, re-injured his left knee in the first period.
As for Colin Storm, he qualified for New England's last year at 132, moved up to 145 to start the season.
Yep. No, you go with your weight allowances here. Montanero was hurt in the first match of the Trumbull duels and did not wrestle after that.
Coming up on 1 minute remaining.
Storm looking for the takedown. Montanero gets around back. 2-point takedown for Trumbull. Trumbull takes a 2-0 lead.
That's a little more active than we saw in the first match.
Yeah, no, you're gonna see a little quickness, a little more agility here. Yeah. These are the lower. This is still considered well, it's right at the edge of the lower weights in the middleweight. You have the matchup of the strength and the agility.
Storm finished third in the FCAC, fifth in Class LL last year, third at the State Open. As we said, qualified for the New Englands.
The important here when you have two quality wrestlers like this is not to make a mistake. Be patient in everything you do, because they'll make you pay.
Down to 9. 3-0 Ridgefield so far.
Montanero looking to just keep him on his base here.
And that will do it. 2-0 to start in favor of Montanero.
Montanero chooses down position here. Storm will have an opportunity to look for some back points.
2 minutes on the clock. We'll start it. There we go.
Ooh. Little shoulder roll. Escape for Trumbull. One more point for Trumbull.
Your ooh intrigues me. What did you see that made you kind of ooh and ah?
It was just a little shoulder roll there, and I just think Storm got caught a little bit by surprise there. He didn't have good wrist control.
Okay.
Thing in wrestling, you don't want to reach. You want them to come to you. You got to keep a good base. You don't want to keep your front leg out too far. You'll see the ankle pick takedown with some of the less experienced wrestlers.
Ridgefield holds a 3-0 team lead right now, with Donnelly beating Giamatti.
Feeling each other out here. When you get to the upper weights, you get the guys tying up, looking for underhooks and stuff here. Here you're just trying to get some kind of control.
Down to 1 minute remaining.
Call the stalemate, let them start over again, and it's the same thing as calling a stall because they were both basically just feeling each other out, not looking to make a mistake.
And again, the nice touch of Bob Woods as the official here tonight, an alumni, which makes it a lot of, I like that touch.
Yep. Nice double, working himself up. 2-point takedown for Trumbull. Trumbull adds 2 points to their lead.
5-0.
Montanero adds 2 more points to his lead here. 138.
They continue to grapple. Down to 15, Bill.
Yep. Oops. There we go. Storm was looking to do a little rollover.
Down to 5.
Yep, he'll just, once again, Montanaro will be happy to take this lead into the third period.
All right, 2 down. And they'll have to change some headgear.
Yeah.
I saw the strap come loose, and he continued on, of course, but
Yeah, the referee usually just let you go unless it's like impairing your vision or pulling across your eyes.
Certainly if it's dire, it's a different story.
All right, Storm gets what he wants here. He's at the bottom, trailing 3-0. It's the best place to earn points from. Looking to sit out and roll. He's sitting out. There he goes. Spinning towards him. Almost guaranteed at least an escape here. 1 point for Ridgefield. 3-1. This is now comes down to the takedown. Same move he's used twice before. This time Storm did a better job with head control.
Why is starting on the bottom the better position?
Well, only you can score points easier from there. You know, from the top, the only thing you can do is turn the other wrestler for back points, and you know it takes time, and you know, unless there's a difference in experience. Here, when you have 2 experienced wrestlers, you know you're more prone to get your points from the bottom. Now we're back. Next takedown should decide this one. Storm can either tie it at 3 or Montanaro can take a large lead with a minute left.
Montanaro has a 5-0 lead right now. Under a minute.
It's 5. I'm sorry. It's 5-1 because.
Excuse me, 5-1.
Storm had that.
That's right.
Oh, he's got to get off his knees. Montanaro's got it off his knees here.
Nice move by Montanaro.
There we go. Yep, he's just trying to strip that hand off. There we go. Oops, nice move there by Storm. Got the 2-point takedown, but he couldn't get the roll that he needed. 21 seconds left. Now he has to really work on back points. Montanaro can afford to take his time on the bottom here and stall a little bit if he can.
Down to 5-3.
Eat some time off.
Down to 10 seconds.
Yeah, he's just hunkering down now. He's not going to give him anything. A little frustration there by Storm because he knows he's not moving. He's not going to give him any. There's the warning for stalling. A little too late.
Storm is definitely frustrated. You can see it.
Yeah, well, he got to move a little late in the thing, and he would do the same thing down by 2 points, sitting down with 20 seconds left.
Yeah.
He's not going to try to wrestle there. That takes the score to 3-3. Team score 3-3.
And a 5-3 win for Montanaro.
And the team score is now 3-3.
So Liam Courtney has moved to this.
Yep, he dropped a weight. Or I'm sorry, went up a class.
And Brian Wallace
For Trumbull.
This is 145. In what is now a 3-3 team match.
Pair of juniors going at it here. Bodes well for both teams to have such a young lineup. I've been able to see 3 Trumbull, the Trumbull duels and 2 other dual matches, and Brian Wallace has done a very, very good job for them as a junior. Good sprawl there by Courtney. Get away from the takedown to try.
By the way, go ahead, Bill.
High 2-leg. Kept his key there is keep your feet in.
Ward and Ludlow are both also wrestling tonight. John Kovac is down there covering that for us. Timmy Kane had gotten Ward a quick 6-0 lead with a pin in 35 seconds at 132.
Yeah, that's a good that's a good town matchup. Ludlow's very, very strong this year, and Ward has been one of the best top 5 teams in the state.
Jack Price of Ward with the fall in 36. Ward up 12-0. Then Charlie Kane with the fall at 123 at 145. And Ward on top 18-0.
That's a tough triple right there. When we interviewed them in our little FCAC tour, those were the three guys we talked to, and I just said there's 18 points walking into the tent.
Yeah, and they were good. Boy, they were good. And clearly they are good.
Okay, well, Wallace looking at a single arm bar here. Referee has to look, make sure the shoulder is protected. Just make sure, yep. Bring him back to the center of the mat. 16 seconds left in the first period here.
Wallace has a 2-0 lead, a 3-3 tie overall. And a nice crowd on hand on what is alumni night here in Trumbull.
Oh, a little tackle, a little football tackle there. Got to see if he can work his way up.
And Courtney had taken a glance over toward his coaches right at the football tackle, as you alluded to.
Yep, no, end of the period, Wallace, 2-0.
Early impressions as we move along here. So far, so good as we hit this Wednesday night. So we now head into the second round. And it's a 2-0 lead for Wallace on top of Courtney. As he almost drives him right out of the circle. Now
Here we go.
Hung up over here, Bill and...
Yep, the sprawl there, got the escape. 1 point for Ridgefield. 1 point for Ridgefield.
So that gets us back to 2-1. Trumbull bench off to our right, Ridgefield to our left.
Yeah, Trumbull has 45 strong wrestlers. Talking to Coach Travis Tiger before the game, he says, they got 17 to 20 right now. 3 were banged up. Trumbull is well suited with a very good youth program that works out in the auxiliary gym here. I was watching that on the shot before with the sprawl by Courtney. It just reminds me that just the basic things that you learn in wrestling right from the get-go. The sit out, sprawl when the guy shoots underneath you. Oh, nice. Got under there quick. 2-point takedown for Trumbull. Wallace takes a 4-1 lead here. Just under a minute remaining in period number 2. Looks like Wallace trying to get like a half in there, see if he can get something over the head.
Coach is imploring Liam Courtney to move.
From someone who's been watching and following wrestling since 1970 when I was in high school, it does kind of, not so much the coaches, but when you hear the fans going, you got to move, and the guy's got you tied up like a pretzel. And you're going, okay, it's kind of like throw strikes. Try it.
Yeah, I'd like to move.
Exactly.
It's not like I want to be in this position.
That's right. He got out of – Courtney did a good job getting out of bounds there, and Wallace let him go. Back to the restart. Time winding down here in period number 2.
This is 1:45. Down to 5 remaining. And this one just about done.
Yep, just keep working for that. Yep. All right. Going to the third period here. Courtney looked to see what the coach thought he should do. He's taking the neutral. Down by 3 points here. He can get back right in it with a takedown. What I like to ask wrestlers when I do little profiles on them, what did they work on in the off season? And, a lot of people feel real comfortable on their feet. Some people, need to work up from the bottom, how they do something. Good job there by Courtney. Getting underneath. What Wallace needs to do is get head control here.
Just about 90 seconds remaining.
Plenty of time for Courtney now. He's just got to spin. Nope, Wallace, good job, head control. Spins behind. 2 more points for Trumbull.
6-1.
It's fun to watch, a lot of the youth wrestlers that hang around and watch, and just the intensity they watch, like right now, how a wrestler handles being behind. Under a minute here. Courtney looking just to get to his base, see if he can do something, get his arm out.
Good job, Liam, from his coaches.
Yep, got out of trouble. Wallace did a good job of switching. Now he's looking for a double arm bar. Maybe see if he can stack them up.
Imploring him to go hard at this point with a half-minute remaining.
Trumbull coaches told him to let him back up, see if he can get a takedown and add a couple points to it, get him to his back and get into that major decision mode. Traded 1 for 2 points there.
So 8-2 now?
8-2.
Okay.
8-2.
8-2 and a mouthpiece out. And they stop the clock with 12.9 remaining.
Yeah, what Wallace needed to do there was try to get the takedown closer in bounds and see if he could turn him.
And again, it's 8-2.
It is 8-2.
Yes. Okay.
8-2.
Down to 9. We're at 5. And this one will be done.
There we go. 8-2 win for Brian Wallace. Brings the team score to 6-3 Trumbull. £152. We're going to have Mike Greco for Trumbull.
Greco trying to stay aggressive.
Good job there.
This is 152. Again, this is 152 pounds.
Looking for back points here for Ridgefield. That's senior co-captain Dylan Chalednik up for Ridgefield, looking for some back points here. A little switch in the lineup there. Spoke with the coach before. I thought he was going to switch around and put Jason Bodner there. But it is.
And that frequently happens, Bill, as you and I were talking before we went on the air.
As the team scores move, wrestlers move. They're looking for a little advantage here. Two quality wrestlers, so you're not sure who. That they saw something in the weight classes and they said, okay, we're going to go back to Dylan. I misunderstood. We're going to switch over to Jacob Bidner.
Down to 10 seconds remaining. As we reset, it's 3-0 Chalednik. And we're going to send it over now to Shelby Vaccaro. Let's bring in Shelby. She's got a guest. Shelby.
Thanks, Rob. I'm here with Kevin Sissio. So, Kevin, when did you graduate and what school do you go to now?
I graduated in 2014. I currently go to Westfield State in Massachusetts.
How do you like it?
Oh, I love it. It's a nice little small school in the forest. No one bothers me.
Home from college, here staring at the mat for alumni. How does it feel to be back?
Oh, it's great. I definitely want to get out there and start wrestling, but I'm old, I'm rusty, I'm fat. I can't do it anymore. I would just get hurt. So.
What's your favorite wrestling moment?
Oh, I have a lot of moments, but I think just the best thing ever in wrestling was making it to state opens, being able to wrestle the best kids in the state. It was just it was a really good treat for me.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us. Back to you guys.
All right, Shelby, thank you very much.
Chalednik just did a good job there. He fought off 2 back points. try by Greco. He had him vertical, but he couldn't get it. He couldn't get the one. He couldn't get the shoulders turned enough to get the back points. Oh, looks like a reversal to the back here. We got two points for Ridgefield.
Four nothing the score. Make it 4-1.
Where'd it go away? Here. Got the 5 count for the 3 points.
Yep.
Near fall.
Down to a half minute.
Greco looking to get back to his base, which he did. 3 back points. Chelednik goes up 7-1. Goes up 7-1.
7-1 now. Down to 5. All right, that's it for round 1. All right, on to round 2.
Whoops. A little technical violation there, a little twinge at the top. Greco has to make the most of his top.
I meant to say round 3, excuse me. Bill, things are happening fast and furious.
Yeah, here we go. Chelednik escapes, go up 8-1.
(7-3) the overall score.
Alex Greco's a good-looking junior for Trumbull High, but right now the senior co-captain from Ridgefield is having his way. Chelednik was 5th in the FCX a year ago.
Mike Greco trying to climb back in, down 10-1.
This is Alex, his brother Mike.
Alex, excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right.
Oh, I was? Okay.
The 2 brothers, I should have looked at the hair. The hair is a little different. This is Mike.
Down to 49. Round 3. I said round 2 earlier, my mistake. So reset.
Escape for Greco. An extra point there. He's going to have to do something on his feet here to get back in this match and cut into the major decision that's there right now.
10-2.
Chelednik did a real good job there once again getting the takedown. Right now he's the better wrestler on his feet and he's showing it. 12-2 is a 10-point lead. Right now that would be 14 points for Ridgefield. Put them in the lead in the team score.
Down to 5.
Oh. Greco gets an escape going off the mat.
4.8.
12-3. Greco needs a takedown here to cut into that lead.
And that'll do it.
12-3 win for Chelednik gives Ridgefield 4 more points for 14 points.
This is high school wrestling on the HAN network with Bill Bloxham. I'm Rob Adams. Match now tied up at 7. Eric Gendron directing, Bill Bloxham alongside of me, Joe Mixie on a camera, AJ Simonowski on a camera as well, Shelby Vaccaro, Nick Fine, and Sean Saylor, along with Marty Hersom and the rest of our crew on this Wednesday night. First go-round for wrestling on the HAN network, and again, knotted at 7, Ridgefield and Trumbull.
Who's two Brigantes were announced in the alumni thing, and including Steve from last year. This is Chris Brigante. He's a freshman, 160-pounder, just gets the 2-point takedown there.
So Brigante with a 2-0 lead.
In the old days, you could try to escape the mat from where Bodner is right there. But now that fleeing the mat is also a penalty point now. They used to be able to, once you saw where you were, you kind of hang out at the outside.
Why change that?
Because, to make them wrestle.
Sure.
That's the whole idea. Right?
Okay.
You get the end, you stay out there, and then as soon as the guy tries to make a move, you just roll out of bounds. Or you try to flee the mat, which is basically just running out of bounds so the guy can't get you.
Absolutely, okay.
Or the pushing out of bounds. It goes both ways. Ridgefield looking for the switch here. He's got a deep single working there, but he can't. He's got to power his way through that. Brigante doing a good job fighting off the hand, spin back around, maintain control. 34 seconds left here in the first period.
Down to 27 and a 2-0 Brigante lead.
It's amazing how family, kind of whatever the sport, you just tend to stay with it.
You really do.
You had Dave Brigante Sr. Was announced as, I believe, a graduate in the 80s. And now Steve graduated last year. State place winner.
First round comes to an end.
Trumbull will take a 2-0 lead. That'll be Chris Brigante taking a 2-0 lead into the second period.
Second round underway.
Clasping of hands happens most often right there when you get to stand up and you're trying to keep control.
Donnelly, Montanaro, Wallace, and Chalednik, the winners so far tonight.
Yeah, no one's disappointed right now on either bench. Brigante gets the escape there to go up 3-0 for Trumbull.
And again, a 7-7 overall team score.
Looks like a takedown into a cradle. Nothing yet. Can keep that arm. Lost the leg, so he gets the takedown. 2 more points for Brigante for a 5-0 lead. Trumbull. Oh, now he's trying to get the half. Now he's got to settle him back. There he goes.
Best reaction of the night to a match as well.
He's got the 3 near fall already. Got the pin call. Pin call at 2:59 of the match. Chris Brigante gets the win. 16 points for Trumbull, which will go up 13-7.
13-7 overall.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, Bill.
Nope, that was good. That was you saw some good wrestling right there. Ridgefield did a good job fighting off the cradle after the takedown, but just switched up to a half, and Brigante showed his stuff.
So that was in 160 pounds.
That's not bad for a freshman. Joey Ryan, one of Trumbull's senior captains, going against a newbie, so to speak, Alex Colon from Ridgefield. He's only a sophomore. I love saying that. Sophomore. I don't know why. I got to stop doing it.
No, you can't.
I repeat it whenever I hear it here.
No, you can't stop saying it. It brings back memories of Keith Jackson.
There you go. Joey Ryan, quick takedown. Has a bandage on his right elbow from an injury that's kind of just stays with him. But he does a good job icing it up after every match. And, Joey's one of the better wrestlers in the state. It is class.
And Joey Ryan also tweeted out today that we'd be covering the match, and he was pretty excited about it. So that makes him a favorite in my book. I retweeted him.
Now, Joey has a distinct personality. He's really good there. He's turned him. He's got the 3. He's got the 3 back points now. Now he's just got to pull the head up a little bit, see if he can get that second shoulder down.
And watching Bob Woods really work the mat as the official. He is really checking things out. That's fun to watch.
Yeah, no, he's right there. Ryan was 4th in Class Double L last season. Yep, patience there. Pin, 1 minute and 8 seconds for Joey Ryan for Trumbull. 6 more team points for Trumbull, which would put them up 16-7.
With the 6 points, it'd be 19-7, right?
6 and 13. Yes.
19, okay.
That's what you get for being an English major at the University of Bridgeport.
Oh,
I didn't take enough math classes.
Math was not my strong suit either. But Joey Ryan with the pin, as Bill said, at 108. Ward has cut the deficit by, or rather, Ward's lead has been cut to 18-10.
Kyle McCormick, one of the best wrestlers for for Ridgefield, taking the mat here for 182. And Trumbull will respond with a sophomore, Brett Nutter, getting one of his first varsity matches. Kyle McCormick is the senior captain there at Ridgefield.
182 just underway.
McCormick was 4th in the FCX a year ago, and he's had a very good season thus far. Placed at the Danbury tournament in the Holiday. Takedown from McCormick.
Updates from John Kovach. Barbie Clark and Marcus Sherrod were the winners over in that Ludlow Ward meet. So again, 18-10 in that one.
All the talents are really rising to the top. You know, every name that you say is a state place winner, and they're answering the call against a quality opponent. Because both teams are strong, even though young and inexperienced, maybe in some of the weight classes. But right now, it's trending the way it's supposed to.
Right here, it's 19-7. Trumbull has begun to put a little separation between them and Ridgefield. Was tied at 7. Ridgefield had an early 3-0 lead when Donnelly topped Giamatti.
Yeah, this will be a big match here for McCormick to get Ridgefield back on the scorebook.
37 remaining.
Lift and drop. Trying to run a half on him there.
Down to 20.
Headgear is missing, but the referee will let it go until the move is completed.
Again, because there's no danger at that point.
Exactly. Yeah, his airway is not restricted. It's not cutting off anything. Get that cauliflower ear. I don't know where the headgear came from, but they must have watched a lot of Abbott and Costello movies or something. And then they just decided to go with headgear.
2-0 in favor of McCormick. As we get ready for round number 2. And wrestling tonight brought to you by Bankwell. Bank smart, bank local, bank well. And by Coastal Orthopedics, keeping you on the move. And by Darien Sports Shop. We're at Trumbull High School with Bill Bloxham, Eric Gendron directing.
I love hearing those sponsors' names because without it, these kids don't get all the time that they need.
I agree.
It's just fabulous to have the community rallying behind the teams.
We welcome Shelby Vaccaro to the crew as well. I'm Rob Adams. Trumbull on top of Ridgefield, 19-7 as the overall meet score, and McCormick with a 2-0 lead for Ridgefield on top of Nutter. We're in round number 2 of 182.
With the edge and experience, he'll just take his time here now and look for the pin. He's got plenty of time. There's still a minute 20, 25 around. He's got the single arm bar. He's going to look to turn it. There's really not a lot Nutter's going to do here experience-wise. He's not really sure, and he's a little over. He's just going to he can try to lay flat as long as he can. Trouble here, when you get back to your base, you give him something else to move, like there. He gets his head on the side.
They'll bring him back in. Note from John Kovach, things getting closer between Ward and Ludlow. It's now 18-16 Ward, with Chase Lind having a pin at 148 in the 170-pound. Here we have 1 minute remaining, round 2.
Where they, you know where they're wrestling? Is that at Ward or Ludlow tonight? Any idea?
I will confirm. I believe that was at Ludlow.
Both those schools do a good job of turning out for all their sporting events. There he goes, running a half. Nope, armbar. Good job, Nutter. Just just looking away.
A thanks to Lisa Murray on Twitter.
Switching to a cradle.
Got a nice tweet I'll read for you in a moment, Bill.
Yep, still 29 seconds here.
Lisa Murray writing, the next best thing to being there. Loving watching RHS wrestling. Thanks to the HAN Network. Thank you.
Like to hear it, like to bring it to you.
Absolutely, down to 13. Nutter taking a look at time.
That's just a great job by Nutter right now. Not stalling, not being obvious in anything he's doing, but he's just not giving him a whole lot to work with.
Second round over.
McCormick keeps that 2-0 lead. He'll work from the bottom, I believe, here, and he'll look for, to get out and then revisit earning some back points. Stand strip. 1 point escape for Ridgefield. Gives McCormick a 3-0 lead early here in the third period.
Coming right over toward us.
There you go. Remember, protect the equipment first at all times. Deep single, steps out. Restart from the center again. 1:29 left.
Mustangs up 24-16, by the way, on Ludlow. So that's Ward with the lead.
Two of the real good coaches, and Jason Shaughnessy with Ward and Nick Garofalo with Ludlow.
Yeah. This one's McCormick and Nutter. McCormick's got the Tiger on his back, and the Tiger sitting as a coach to his left.
Well, look at the senior, look at the sophomore, look at the definition of the body definition and the weight.
Yep.
So you might be the same weight, but you're not the same body type as yet, and that's what the younger wrestlers learn. So they learn moves, they learn things, and then as they get through the JV tournaments and such, they'll be able to bring it back. That's what the weight room's for.
Down to 55.
2-point takedown for McCormick. Gives him a 5-0 lead here. Just under a minute.
Nutter hanging tough.
Wants to get to his base without giving up something. See, as soon as he does that, it just opens up space to get arms through. Peels a hand off. This is one of those matches where the winner will walk off a little frustrated, and the wrestler defeated will get a howdy do from his coaches.
Down to 19. McCormick holding that 5-0 lead for Ridgefield.
Some wrestlers like to do the half step there as he's trying to get his half in, and something like a three-step run at it. Generates a little bit more power.
Down to 1.
5-0 decision for Ridgefield's McCormick. Gives his team 3 more points. Brings the score to 19-10. Trumbull.
So McCormick, as you said, the 5-0 win after 2 straight pins. Another tweet to read from Street Rat. Thanks for letting my family watch RHS Wrestling, or my RHS Wrestling brother on TV. He said you guys are the best. Actually, Bill's the best.
Here we go. We got another senior-sophomore matchup here with Matt Alleggi from Trumbull, one of their senior captains, going against Christopher D'Antrone from Ridgefield. I hope I'm pronouncing that. We can go Antrone. What would you? You're the
D'Antrone. I will go with until I get a tweet telling me otherwise.
Yeah, he's a sophomore, and as I said, Alleggi's a senior. Well, this is just a strange class for both wrestlers. You're a senior, and I've seen Alleggi once again wrestle 5 times, wrestle well 5 times, and probably you can't split 5 matches, but he did. And that's just the nature of this weight class. You can do so many things well, and you get caught just doing something. Right here, let's see, are they looking for arm drag or are they looking for an underhook? Once you get in these upper classes, you just worry about getting caught. Worry about getting caught. Alleggi fighting off the takedown. That's a single leg. See if he can drive it through.
2 points.
D'Antrone, 2 points for Ridgefield there. Good job showing his quickness. Alleggi rolls out of it and escape and makes it 2-1.
Trumbull holding on to a 19-10 overall lead.
I don't know why I was looking at his socks, but got those nice little, I don't even know what
I'll go almost aqua, light
turquoise?
blue, very turquoise. Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know. It just drew my attention. When
No,
they're standing up, there's nothing else.
I like it. I think John Kovac would like it. It's a hint of
Dolphin.
a hint of Miami Dolphins.
And even at here, it's not defined, but look at the height advantage for Ridgefield. Just a little bit. You get that little lean on. You know, when you have two seniors going at it, those 2 or 3 inches, it makes a big difference when you lean on those shoulders. Deep single. Does he look for a trip here? Yep, he's trying to trip. Alegi knows where he is. Can't escape the mat, but there, no points. We end the first period.
2-1.
Ridgefield leading 2-1.
Yeah. Ward up 24-22. Robert Summer is watching from Wilmington, North Carolina, many years being part of the Trumbull wrestling community. And I guess his son Eric was a captain, so.
I remember Eric well.
There you go.
Did a good job for the Erics.
Maybe that year they were the Erics.
We had spell correct on one of my articles.
Yeah.
And it went Eric Summers, and he has a K and I believe it's not double M's, and it made it like summertime, and it put a C in the headline, I believe, if I recall it correctly. Here we go. Alegi looking to get back, see if he can tie this thing up with an escape. Good wrist control there by
Dentrone?
Dentrone. There you go.
With no offense to anyone with apostrophes.
No. My teacher at St. Mary's used to write me when I first got into writing and say I never knew my possessives, although that has nothing to do with apostrophes. Or I guess it does, but not with the names.
1 minute remaining.
Go. There we go. 2. Got the 2 back points. Nope, not enough. Just under a minute here. D'Antrone's got to. He's at the edge here, so he's got to get him back on the mat right now. His scoring point. The points have to be scored on the mat. The back can be out, but there we go. Very nice job. I'll have to ask Coach Tiger about this D'Antrone because I know Alegi's a very, very good wrestler, and this sophomore is doing a great job.
There's that sophomore again. I love it, by the way. 25.
And talking about the frustration, 195 pounds. There you go. You just dominated the last minute and a half. The score was 2-1. What's the score now? 2-1.
2-1.
And you dominated. And there's nothing to show for it right now. And Alegi saying, okay, good. I got 21 seconds to make it 2-2.
Absolutely.
There he goes. Ties it up with 14 seconds left. Second period here.
Down to 5.
Gets under it. He just got to follow through. Once again, D'Antrone does a great job. Oh, buzzer. No. Bob Woods, one of 4 Connecticut wrestlers that went down and did that Super 38 down in North Carolina. I'll take his opinion on that. I will defer.
2-2.
Alegi up top here.
We go to the third.
Know what happens when you talk with your hands? You knock your headgear off.
Loving the tweets we're reading.
Here we go.
Keep them coming, folks.
Alegi getting underneath. He just hasn't been able to finish it off.
One
1 point
29.
lead.
Go ahead.
1 point lead there for Ridgefield. Once again, we get to this third period spot where takedown is crucial.
Each one checking the other out.
The same single leg takedown that Alegi's been trying for, and D'Antrone's been ready for it each time.
Down to 1 minute.
Oh, there we go. It's going to be hard here.
Ridgefield bench comes flying up.
Yeah, that's a 3-point right now. It's not going to be awarded because if he gets the pin, it's unnecessary.
45 remaining.
The worst D'Antrone can do here is just stay right where he is. The best he can do is get a pin out of it. He stays right where he is. He gets a 6-2 victory. If he can get the pin call. Tries to stay on his toes.
Alegi making a move.
There we go.
Down to 20.
6-2 lead for Ridgefield. 20 seconds left. I know I'm going to hammer it a lot, but right there is 3 team points. Not that anyone lost, but someone gained.
Down to 7.
Escape for Trumbull. Make it 6-3.
And that's it.
I'm just I love the underdog, so whenever a wrestler of lesser experience can save his team points or something, it's just something I fixate on. So here it wasn't. It was nice equal, but 6-3 win there for Ridgefield, which takes the score to 19-13. We'll be going to 220 pounds here with Mike Maresca for Trumbull. We'll be meeting Ridgefield freshman Ryan Canavan.
So 220 now and a 19-13 lead.
Mike Maresca, a junior, gets a 2-point takedown. He's had like 2 miracle wins so far this season in dual matches. He just has a way of, getting the job done. One against Greenwich that I remember. Ryan Canavan is a freshman, so, little tutorial here for him.
1:23 remaining in the round.
Working on the cradle. Unfortunately, it's out of bounds. Well, unfortunately for Maresca, not so bad for Canavan.
This is 220, and it's round 1.
I love watching these freshmen, and then years later watching them and just saying, wow. Very rarely do you see a wrestler that hasn't one time or another looked up and seen the ceiling. and that's part of the deal. That's part of the learning process.
Just about 60 seconds remaining in the first round. 2-0 Maresca. In Ridgefield, or rather Trumbull, you can see Ridgefield in the black singlet with the orange and, of course, the tiger on it. Ridgefield on the front, and, of course, the traditional, that gold, white, and black of the Trumbull Eagles. Trumbull on the front.
Yep. Oh, there's the cradle, and he's got him inbounds. Turns him with 39 seconds left. Let's see what he can do with it.
The Trumbull grandstands exploded with that.
2 back points there for Trumbull.
4-0. Down to 24.
It's funny, as the guy on the bottom, like I said, you can score from there, but you also expose yourself to a lot of point potential. There, he looked for the half. Now he went back to the cradle. Uses his strength. Turns him to only 2 seconds left. Let's see if he can get it to 3. Nope. Expose the back for more than 2 seconds, you get 2 back points. More than up to 5 seconds, you get 3 back points. That takes the score to 6-0 after 1 period.
We'll keep an eye on it, but we'll send things over to Shelby.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Dave Barber. So, Dave, when did you graduate from Trumbull?
I graduated in 2011.
You're a recent 2015 graduate from Sacred Heart University. What was it like to compete at the Division I level?
The Division I level was definitely a wake-up call for me. Coming from Connecticut, the pool, the competition isn't too stiff. But then the D1 level, it's completely different. So it was definitely a wake-up call for me.
Now back here in the Trumbull gym, what is it like being back where it all began?
It's so exciting being back, seeing all the kids that I used to wrestle with, the coaches, even the families. I mean, wrestling, it's like a family, so it's good to be back.
Thanks for joining us. Back to you guys.
All right, Shelby, thank you very much.
Mike Maresca used an escape and a takedown to up his lead to 9-0. Once again, he's at the end of the circle. He's getting a lot of encouragement from his teammates. Turns him with 1:14 left here in second period. Just telling him the arch is back, move over a little bit, trying to get that second shoulder down all the way.
Down to 55. Is the bench going crazy? Off to the right of the action.
Another job by Canavan, getting off his back. The 3 back points take the score to 12-0.
So 12-0 Maresca now.
Yep. It's funny here, and I watch mostly with the lower weights when they have the technical fall. If you're ahead at any point in the time of the match by 15 points, you get yourself 5 team points, but you don't get the pin. Right now, with a 12-0 lead, when he turns him, he's going to have to pin him, or else it's going to be over. And they get the technical fall.
Down to 15.
Here in period number 2. Got a restart, out of bounds.
We will be back with more wrestling for the championships later this season. So certainly more wrestling coming here on the HAN network.
Yep, that'll be at New Canaan. New Canaan will be hosting that.
To be exact, that is February 13th, Bill.
He turns him with only 3 seconds. He's not going to be able to get enough time for the pin. 2 more back points. Takes it the score to 14-0 after 2 periods. So we'll be going into the 3rd period with Maresca leading 14-0.
Again, focusing on the action, and great work by Eric and Joe and AJ and Nick with the calling the shots and getting the shots. But because we're focusing on the action, you can't quite see the benches just going berserk. It's fun.
Yeah, once somebody turns, everybody gets excited. Here from the neutral position.
Mike Maresca with
takedown,
a
2-point
big
takedown.
lead, and there's the 2-point takedown, 16-0.
That's another 5 points for Trumbull with the technical fall. 20 seconds into the 3rd period. So that would be, there you go, Mike. Go over and shakes hands with the Tiger coach, the Tiger coaches, the Tigers. Tiger coaches. Gary Tiger and Travis Tiger coaching the Ridgefield Tigers.
Maresca certainly frustrated.
That'll take the Desmond Washington at the heavyweight class earns a forfeit for his efforts to making weight. It's always a little frustrating to wait all day for your match and then not have someone come out to take you on. But that takes the score to 30-13. Here we go. We got Matt Ryan from Trumbull and Ben Smart from Ridgefield, 2 of the best freshman wrestlers in the area. Matt Ryan, the younger brother of Joey Ryan, gets the 2-point takedown here for Trumbull. And Trumbull, that forfeit, added those extra 6 points in there that, and there's going to be another forfeit coming, and,
So again, it's 30-13.
30-13 Trumbull right now.
Trumbull on top.
Yep.
With now Ryan and Smart.
And Ryan has a 2-0 lead right now.
Ben Smart for Ridgefield.
They're both wrestling at 106. Smart at 99 pounds, which is sometimes called an exhibition division. Won the Danbury tournament in his class.
Again, thanks to all the tweets. Can't read them all, but we're getting a bunch of them.
It's amazing how wrestling has switched. There used to be a 95-pound division when I was in high school.
Really?
And they added, and then they separated more with the upper weights. Heavyweight is now anything up to 285 pounds. And they added a class in the middle there, 220 to, so you don't have these 220s going against the 285s. Ryan looking, it's already with the same move, has 2 back points. So there we go. 2 more points for Ryan. That makes it 4-0 Trumbull.
Ryan and Smart. Smart from Ridgefield. And Ridgefield in need of some points. They're down 30-13.
You'd say 2 freshmen, you go, okay, they've both been here, working out for a couple months and this and that. But with youth wrestling, Matt Ryan could already have 100 matches under his belt. As could Ben Smart. I just know of Trumbull's youth program, but I'm sure there's ones up there.
Washington, as we mentioned, with the forfeit. This is the 11th match, including the forfeit of the night.
Good job by Smart there. Had a near shot there for a reversal as the buzzer sounded. We're going to the second period here with Ryan 4-0 lead, and he'll be taking the bottom. It's fun to watch the doubles that they'll try, a little more acrobatic, if you will.
Absolutely, yeah. 149 remaining in this second round.
Yep, wrist control so important here with the little guys.
Smart climbing on.
Whoop. Good job by Smart there. Ryan went to fix his headgear, and the referee hadn't stopped the action, so why not go for him?
Yeah, play to the whistle.
There you go. Little ankle.
2 points.
Yep. 2 point. Yep. 2 point takedown there for Ryan. Brings the score. Seven 0. Once you can get those ankle picks like that, it gets very difficult because the person's backs are already exposed to the mat. So it makes it easier to work your way up to get the takedown. Because if he tries to fight you backing up, now he's really in trouble.
Getting right near being out of the circle, right on the edge.
Yep. Once again, sometimes it's a strategy. It's not the case in this match, but there's nothing wrong with wrestling on the outskirts. Where you can control the action a little bit. Like I said, not fleeing the mat, but being strategically sound. Get the single bar here working. And this is where you'll see Bob Woods, the referee, keep an eye on that shoulder. Make sure that it's in there tight and that he's not risking injury. Sometimes you'll see a call for potentially dangerous. It's not a penalty. He'll just stop it right there and give him the restart because it's just not in a good position. There it goes. Looks like he's switching.
30-13 overall score. Ryan leading Smart 7-0.
And at the end of 2, 7-0. Matt Ryan for Trumbull over Ben Smart for Ridgefield.
Earlier tonight, wins for Donnelly, Chalednik, McCormick, and Dentrone for Ridgefield. For Trumbull, Montanaro, Wallace, Briganti, Ryan, Joey Ryan that is, Maresca, and Desmond Washington via forfeit. Bob Woods explaining.
Yep. Going over, the freshmen, just making sure that they're in the right position to start. Nice little head roll. Yep. Coaches and Ridgefield wrestlers, just keep the move. Don't stop after the first roll. Make it a little bit more difficult. Looking to score here from the bottom. Cut into Matt Ryan's 7-0 lead.
.90 seconds remaining. This is the 106.
Little tilt here. Expose the back. There he goes. Yep. Whoop.
1 minute remaining. Third round.
It's the same move. Twice exposed, but it's still only 3 points. Takes the score to 10-0 for Trumbull.
Fairfield. Go ahead, John.
Good.
Go ahead, Bill. Sorry.
Good job there by Smart on that last, keeping his head arched.
I'm getting notes from John Kovac, and I'm thinking of John and talking to
there
you.
There you go. Ooh.
All right, just to rally and what I was going to say, Fairfield Ward on top of Fairfield Ludlow now 45-22. Closest match of the night, Noah Zuckerman of Ward rallies for the 8-7 decision at 113 pounds, Bill.
There you go. Yep, he's got to do the second move. Yep, got the single leg. Now he's just got to keep moving. Talking about smart here now. If he trying to get some points up before the final 26 seconds of period number 3 here. He's got the leg. Ryan
19.
looking. I'm sorry, we're stepping on you forever. Ryan looking to go a little cradle. Almost a stalemate situation, except that there's some point possibilities there for Ryan if he can hook that leg and can control it and get a cradle working. Oh, nice stack.
10-0.
Nope. Not enough. 10-0 Ryan. That is a major decision for Trumbull, worth 4 points. That'll take the score to 34-13 for Trumbull. Good freshman bout. And Tristan Haviland will be getting a forfeit win here for Trumbull at 113 pounds.
We go to 120 now.
Junior Alex Greco from Trumbull will meet sophomore Jesse Walker from Ridgefield. Walker was 4th at FCX a year ago, so don't let his class designation fool you. But this is Alex Greco this time. Sorry. I had him mixed up with his brother Mike earlier.
You have nothing to apologize for. Besides, it built my confidence.
There we go.
Right before.
That's right. That's right. You had him, and I corrected you wrongly. That's what's better than that? Alex Greco with a 2-0 lead here for Trumbull.
I will have a hockey note for you from Dave Stewart, some girls' hockey notes in just a moment, when time allows. 2-0 the score, Greco on top. As we come up on 70 seconds remaining in the first. A lot of coaching from so many different corners. Just interesting to listen to as we can kind of be an observer.
Yep. Walker there looking to step over. He's got good leg control. If he can just step over and pop his head, he'll be fine. He'll be trying to drag his head out the other side.
45 remaining.
Yep. Stalemate. They'll restart.
Still 2-0. Greco on top.
Yep. This is Alex Greco here. His brother Michael wrestled earlier.
Mike Greco lost to Dylan Chalednik, earlier, 12-3.
Yeah, Chalednik showed why he is a senior captain.
Yep.
Co-captain for the Tigers.
Half-minute remaining, first round, 2-0. 40-13, Trumbull on top. It was 7-7 at one point.
Greco has the arm control. Looking to see if he can drag it through.
We've seen 2 pins and 2 forfeits so far tonight, and not surprising.
I meant to comment on that. We haven't had that intensity that comes with the pins, and I thought actually that there would be more, which just shows a lot to how well these programs are coached and how well they do.
First round comes to an end.
2-0 Alex Greco after one period for Trumbull.
Travis Tiger said to him, "This is our match."
There we go. From the top position, Walker will have an opportunity now to cut into that 2-0 lead.
Again, this is also alumni night here at Trumbull High School for wrestling. They had a nice introduction of all the wrestlers.
When I first started covering Trumbull wrestling in 1986, Ray Faustich was the coach here, and he established something that's just taken off from there. Ray Faustich is one of the most renowned baseball.
90 seconds remaining, second round.
2-point reversal there for Greco with just under 127 remaining.
So we're up to 4-0 Greco.
4-0 Greco right now. Seeing if he can stack them.
4-0. Greco on top.
Add 2 back points to that. That'll take it to 6-0. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Reversal.
So we're still at 4-0?
No, we were at 4-2.
4-2, excuse me.
Reversal. I was too busy paying attention to
various and sundry.
No, that great shirt by the official. It's taken my mind off it.
Very true. 4-2 the score.
Great job by Walker getting the reversal. Now he's putting a cradle in. He's got the turn. Coach Tiger said that this was the match he wanted, and it looks like he might get it.
33.
Plenty of time to hold him there. Got the pin call. 3 minutes and 32 seconds in
the second round.
At 120 pounds. 16 points for Ridgefield. Takes the score to 40-19. That'll bring about the last varsity match of the evening. Coming up at 126 pounds, we're going to have Mike Mermina from Trumbull. Wrestling Byron. That's Byron Slate. I was going to go Slate, but I should know him. He was a 5th place finisher at the FCX last year, so I have seen him wrestle often.
126, 14th match of the night, including the forfeits.
Early takedown for a 2-0 lead for Trumbull. Mermina was 5th in double L last year.
You're watching high school wrestling, the FCAC on the HAN network at Trumbull High School.
2 juniors, 2 very talented juniors going here.
And Trumbull trying to wrap up a successful evening. They lead 40-19, but Ridgefield has more than made themselves look okay tonight.
We were speaking earlier to the coaches, and they were talking about Newtown, the number 1 seed, or the number 1 ranked team that Trumbull beat that fell, I believe, to number 5. Maybe it's 4. But, you know, the coach noted that there might be a better tournament team, and it's a different type of a thing because you can gather team points after losses with, you come back from a consolation round. You can finish the day 3-2 and help your team. While on a dual mat, it's all done in one. It's all done in one. So a team with more depth tends to win the dual meet.
This is the 126-pound match. Mike Mermina with a 2-0 lead on Byron Slate.
Looking to get the arm in there. Slade trying to free his wrist, which he's done. Gets back to his base. And we start over.
In the meantime, Ward on top of Ludlow, 51-22. And I mentioned I had a few hockey notes for you. I'll get to that in a moment.
Mermina looking to get a little tilt here with 10 seconds left. Head control, trying to finish his move. We end the first period with Mike Mermina leading Brian Slate 2-0 in the final varsity match of the night at 126 pounds.
And from Dave Stewart, New Canaan and Darien girls hockey both won today. New Canaan topped Ridgefield 6-1 with Catherine Granito having 2 goals and 3 assists. Darien only beat Stanford Westhill Staples, the co-op, 1-0. Katie Zarro scored on the power play in the second period. Stanford goalie Claire Perry made 41 saves. That, to me, is someone who can be nominated for the HAN Network FCAC Athlete of the Week.
Definitely in the running right there. Mike Mermina with the 2-point.
Hope you're enjoying this on the HAN Network on this Wednesday night.
Oh, going back to my point about the pins, when you have 2 quality teams like this, it's not rare that they go the 6 minutes. 6 minutes of wrestling. It's difficult to pin or well-coached wrestlers that know how to stay off their back. The other thing I'm talking about here, because you have 2 quality wrestlers right here with Mermina and Slate, this will go a long way towards seeding. You know, these are the type of wins that you try to accrue when they put the points together later for FCX for what your seed might be. And you don't want to be in that. You don't want to be in the one bracket where you might have to beat two great wrestlers to get to the semis. So the winner here gets more individual team individual points for himself in his weight class,
Again,
which carries over to the FCX and the states.
again, Mermina and Slate. Mermina with a 4-0 lead. In the final varsity match of the night.
Time winding down in period number 2. I wouldn't like to add them up, but there haven't been a ton of reversals, which once again goes to show to the quality of the wrestlers on top.
Down to 40 seconds, beg your pardon, down to 10 seconds remaining. I looked out of the corner of my eye. I read the clock wrong.
Mermina doing it again, a little side cradle action here. He gets the turn, 3 seconds. He'll get some, I don't know if he'll get the pin. Not enough time for the pin. He was right there.
Round
two back points. It takes the score to 6.
Over. Mermina up 6-0.
We'll start from the neutral position here.
For the third round. This is the final match of the night. Mermina with a good start.
Gets the takedown to his back. Takes the score to 8-0 on the takedown, and now he's looking for some back points. And he gets the pin call at 1:38 of the third period. So that'll be a pin in 4 minutes and 28 seconds. Takes the team score to 46-19 final for Trumbull here on Alumni Night at Trumbull High School.
We will stay long enough as they go through the handshake line, take a break, and then continue on from here at Trumbull High School. So your final, and a lot of fun to watch it. Trumbull High School gets the win over Ridgefield, 46-19. Bill and I will come back to Trumbull High School right after this. Again, Trumbull with the win, 46-19 over Ridgefield. You're watching the FCAC and wrestling right here on the HAN Network.
I really wanted something that felt like a home. Coming from a big house, I wanted the feel of a home as opposed to a condo. The construction is incredible, whether it's the floors, the fireplace, the moldings, the lighting. It's as peaceful as my home was in the middle of the woods. It feels like a house. It does not feel like a condo or a townhome. I feel like I'm in my house.
Denali is your outdoor retail destination in the Westfield Trumbull Mall. For the last 21 years, we have carefully selected clothing, footwear, and gear from a variety of the best outdoor brands, such as the North Face, Patagonia, Vineyard Vines, UGG, Merrell, GoPro, New Balance, and many more. Our stores have a friendly, knowledgeable staff to help you with all of your running, hiking, and cold weather needs, and in discovering all things outdoorsy and awesome. Visit us in the Westfield Trumbull Mall or online at denalioutdoor.com.
Connecticut is coming back to hometown banking, to a partner that makes small businesses feel big, where community comes first, where high-tech tools go hand in hand with a human touch, where you get the know, where saving time is important too. It's time to expect more. It's time to bank well, bank smart, bank local, bank well.
Well, there's still a bite out on the water. Most anglers have decided to stow the gear for the winter. Just because Mother Nature isn't cooperating doesn't mean you can't see the latest models of all your favorite gear. With 2 convenient locations, it couldn't be easier to get your fix of summer. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, or on the web, dockshop.com.
At Innovative Health and Rehabilitation, we provide an advanced level of care to resolve symptoms and minimize recurrence. Our experienced professional staff design and implement effective plans to return individuals to their prior level of function. We specialize in the treatment of orthopedic and sports injuries, pre-post surgical rehabilitation, performance enhancement, strength and conditioning, vestibular rehabilitation, balance and gait training. a convenient location, comprehensive. We are also affiliated with 3 high schools, Norwalk, West Hill, and Stamford. Our certified athletic trainers cover the athletic events at the high schools to prevent, treat, and educate student athletes and injuries. Our certified athletic trainers also take part in the New Canaan Youth Football Program. Reach us at 650 West Avenue in Norwalk. Call us at 203-852-9903. Innovative Health and Rehabilitation. Welcome back to Trumbull High School. Junior varsity wrestling now going on. Varsity match concluded. Trumbull getting a 46-19 win over the Ridgefield Tigers with Bill Bloxham. I'm Rob Adams, but let's go over for a post-match interview and bring in Shelby Vaccaro. Shelby.
Hey guys, I'm here with Coach Nico. Coach Nico, after the win tonight, going into the Comac duels this Saturday, how are you feeling?
I feel confident. We've been wrestling well last weekend, and today we had a win for the alumni, so just trying to get better and going wrestling tough.
Moving forward, after today's win for the alumni, how nice was it to have all of them here to support you guys?
It's great. They come, they wrestle, they put in their dues, now they get a chance to watch what they were doing when they were younger. So and it's great for our kids to watch the alumni come back.
Of course, and being here as the coach and everything and watching your teammates or play out there and leave it all on the mat.
It's awesome, when they fight and scratch and kick for every point or not getting pinned, it feels like they're really wrestling and they're really trying hard, so that's all we could ask for.
Well, thank you for joining us, Coach, and back to you guys.
Shelby, thank you very much as Bill and I bring it back, Matt's side, if you will, and
yes.
Really a successful night for Trumbull, but I thought Ridgefield, in the end it's 46-19, Bill, but it was 3-0 early. It was 7-7 at another point. You got to factor in 2 forfeits favor the Eagles.
Exactly.
I don't think Travis Tiger and his team have anything to be ashamed of, and I don't think they're ashamed at all.
No, but I think they'd be, as they watch the individual matches go on for, a lot of positive feelings coming off. A lot of 2 of their sophomores did very, very well that I saw. Their main guys did what they were supposed to do, which is win. A little frustrated, one for not being able to finish a reverse, come back all the way, and then you have McCormick winning 5-0 and hoping for a pin. And that's where the Trumbull side is feeling well for their sophomores. So both programs are in good stead moving forward here. You have the winter time coming up. You have colds. You have flus. You have different things that can work all the time. Just a great job by both programs, and it just fires me up. I just can't wait for FCX.
Recapping as the scoring as quickly as we can, or the matches as quickly as we can. We started at 132. Jared Donnelly got the win for Ridgefield. It was 3-0 early on, a 10-3 win for Donnelly. Next up was Dante Montanero, who topped Colin Storm. So Trumbull gets the win. It was 3-3 right there. Brian Wallace in 145 gives a 7-3 lead for Trumbull. Then it got tied up. Dylan Chalednik with the 152 win made it a 12-3 win, so that tied it at 7. Chris Berganti was up next. He improved the Trumbull lead to 13-7, our first pin of the night. That was at 2:59. Joey Ryan, a second consecutive pin for Trumbull at 1:08, made it 19-7. Now the Eagles were starting to pull away. But Ridgefield's got a little life. Kyle McCormick wins in 182, a 5-0 win there over Brett Nutter. It was 19-10. Then Christopher Dentrone, a second straight win for Ridgefield, topping a Leggy, 6-3, 19-13, Trumbull into it. Trumbull advances and puts things away. Mike Maresca at 220 beats Ryan Canavan. It was 24-13. Desmond Washington with a forfeit made it 30-13. Which Ryan did it? Wasn't Joey Ryan, the second Ryan.
It was Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan. And thank you. I wrote it down incorrectly.
That was
thank
Matthew
you.
Ryan?
Matt Ryan, who we
ice if we want to. He wouldn't throw the interceptions that the Atlanta Falcons quarterback throws. 34-13.
In wrestling, Matty Ice would be a good thing to be.
That would be a good thing. He got a 10-0 win over Ben Smart at 106. That made it 34-13. A forfeit for Tristan Haviland at 113 made it 40-13. And finally, to wrap two matches, Jesse Walker at 120 tops Alex Greco. That made it 40-19, a win for Ridgefield. That was a pin, the lone pin of the night for the Tigers at 3:32 of the second, and the last match of the night. Mike Mermina topping Byron Slate in 126, a pin in 138 of the third, and the final on the night, 40-19. Your final final thoughts as we wrap up our first.
Went out there and showed why he is a very experienced wrestler, is supposed to do. Took the score above where it needed to be, and then you add the forfeit in, and then it kind of rolled on just the way it was. Every match went the way it was supposed to go from then on in. Just excited. It was good seeing Travis Tiger again. After watching him, looking at him now, he's a 171-pound wrestler as a senior year, and seeing him with his dad and stuff. That's always good to see the Ridgefield and 45 wrestlers sitting over there. They could fill a football bus, and that's great. Alumni night here at Trumbull High. Great job by the cameramen here. Great job by Optics. Everybody did a good job, and nice introduction to FCAC Wrestling to our viewership.
Hey, for my money, and I'd say this off the air, I'm going to say it introduced me to this whole new world, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. This was a heck of a broadcast.
I love wrestling, and until people understand it, only wrestlers understand wrestlers, and the family thing that some of the alumni talked about, it goes from wrestler to wrestler.
Yep.
You go to you'll go to FCACs, and while they're warming up on different matches, you'll just see they understand the premise. Like I said, they've all looked at the ceiling before, and there's a kinship that goes between wrestlers from team to team that lasts forever. Coffee break will start your day tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. Kate Chaplinsky, Donald Eng, and myself. Then, of course, the Yankee Fisherman comes along, as well as Arts and Leisure. Sally Sanders and Steve Coulter will move on to Friday, more coffee break and of the like. Basketball tomorrow night at Norwalk High School on the Norwalk Bears. With all that school wrestling here on the HAN Network. Again, the final on this Wednesday evening. The Trumbull Eagles get the Alumni Night victory 46-19 over the Ridgefield Tigers. Again, coffee break will start your day tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. Get the news, the weather, the sports, history, everything you need to get your day off and running. For our entire special thanks to their athletic director, Mike King, who made this all happen tonight, and to all the wrestlers and the entire crowd here. Great job by everyone. For our crew, Josh Fisher, Sean Saylor, AJ Simonowski, Joe Mixie, Nick Fine, Shelby Vaccaro, Bill Bloxham, and everyone else, Marty Hersom included. I'm Rob Adams. Thanks for watching. 46-19. Trumbull gets the win. We'll see you tomorrow morning, and tomorrow for basketball for the first time. But for now, good night from Trumbull High School.
The preceding has been a presentation of the HAN Network, the leader for local news, sports, and entertainment in Fairfield and Westchester counties.